I'd said earlier, this is a basic multi-engagement streaming model. I threw it in a slide too early. But like I said, not everyone wants to be at a business meeting. It is essential that we have multiple ways for potential supporters and members to interact, both in long-term organizing and in initial access, right? When someone comes in initially, the different things they may be able to do or may want to do, or that you're willing to hand over the keys of, for to someone completely new, is different from someone that's engaged long term, right? So we need to move people through these steps, through these ladders, right? People, sometimes all someone wants to do is donate, and that's okay, right? And sometimes somebody wants to dive in full speed, the first time they're there, and that's okay. And then, like I said in the previous slide, a lot of people are in between. So we've got to find that, a way to kind of cater to all of those groups through different access points and different engagement opportunities. So a basic multi-stream engagement model, I would recommend every Green Party local pick this up. Every single Green Party local should be at least doing the top three, if not all four, as consistently as possible. First off, like you said, the business meeting, right? This is where the operations of the party and official decision making takes place. It's important, but it can be boring and without proper planning and moderation, very ungainly. Social events, green drinks, green social hour, socializing with socialists, whatever you want to call it. It's an event that's informal. It's intended to give people a low access point for engagement. People can meet and discuss green socialist politics in a relaxed setting, right? So you pick a local coffee shop and you say, we're going to have a social gathering here from 6 to 8 tonight. People can come out, they can talk. There's no pressure to join. You're just learning a little bit more about us in a informal setting where you can have those one-on-one interpersonal conversations that actually change things, right? You very rarely is someone's mind changed because of a social media post or because of arguing in the comment section, right? Very rarely, we know from research and data, yard signs aren't changing people's minds. They just make the people who got the yard sign feel like they're doing something when all they did was put a piece of paper that doesn't change minds in their yard, right? Those things, what actually does change people's minds, what actually does get people to take a deeper step, is one-on-one conversations, is interpersonal relationship building and trust. And so this is somebody just comes because hey, I'd like to learn more about you. And this is where you can have those initial conversations. And then you say, hey, come to our educational event in 2 weeks and learn about, what is the Green Party? And now they're a little bit more. And then they show up in the next social event and their questions are a little deeper, like what are we working on? And then pretty soon you're able to transition them into an active organizer. Like I said, educational events, panel discussions, workshops like this one, film screenings. Educational events allow great opportunities to collaborate with other organizations in your area, which means you're spreading the workload and also gaining access to potential supporters that you might not otherwise, right? When you want to talk about an environmental issue in your area, look for SAGE on your local university campus. Look for this local Sierra Club to partner with. Look for Extinction Rebellion to partner with, right? When you're going to be talking about racial justice, look for immigrants' rights organizations in your community that you can partner with. Look for your local BLM in your community that you can partner with. And when you partner, you're all sharing, right? And so when they show up, they get to hear, wait a minute, there's a political party that stands for the things I believe in? They might not have known that before, but because the Green Party partnered and did this educational event, now they know that there actually is an electoral arm, electoral power that supports these things instead of just holding their nose and voting for a lesser evil like most politically active people in this country do. And then the fourth one is rallies and direct action, organizing a rally, a protest, any other kind of public advocacy or mobilization event around an issue. This can be another opportunity, obviously, to connect with other movements, and it lets people see that you're in the streets with them. You're shoulder to shoulder. You're fighting for their struggles. You're showing up when they have an issue that they want raised. So they let you mobilize your base. They keep your base active. You can meet new potential members who, again, find out there's a political party that agrees with them on these issues. And by offering multiple access points to the party, you widen the scope of your potential members or supporters that you have access to. The organizing and execution on these various outlets also provides a wider range of ways to get involved, right? So while the social event and the education event and the rally help you meet new people. It also gives a way for people to get involved, right? Someone who doesn't want to go to the rally, who's a little more introverted and doesn't want to go to a rally or the social event, may be great on research and developing curriculum for your educational events, and then vice versa, right? Someone that doesn't want to sit in a meeting or sit through a workshop is going to be great to help organize your social events, or get a rally to go together and going. So this base, I really encourage all all local chapters and state parties as much as possible to at least adopt a multi-engagement stream like this. There, especially when you think about it, the business meeting is kind of runs itself for most parties once they're established. A social event is really simple. It's really low key. It's not a big resource sink. It doesn't take a lot of time to organize. Educational events are they're a little heavier, but once you get in the groove, you find out there's so much to cover, right? And it actually becomes pretty easy. And then the rally and the direct action organizing, obviously it appeals to a different kind of person, but that's generally a kind of person that you want, right? That's an organizer. So this basic stream model gives you multiple ways for people to engage. It makes your party look active, and it lets you meet a whole bunch of new people.